Hi, good day. My name is Tara Detola, group leader of Group 13, Department of Insurance here too. We are presenting the topic Achieving Effective Communication. These are the subtopics, and each member will be presenting each subtopics. Introduction to effective communication. Communication is the cornerstone of every aspect of our lives, whether it is personal or professional. However, effective communication is not as simple as just exchanging information. In this presentation, we will explore the key elements of effective communication and provide the tips on how to achieve it. So, achieving effective communication is not just about communicating only. Your audience has to understand what you're trying to tell them. It's not compulsory, it must be a formal gathering, it might be informal too. But the main point is for your audience to understand your points, give a response, and all. Thank you.
Definition of effective communication. Effective communication is defined as the ability to convey information, data, idea, opinion to two or more people effectively and efficiently, where the intended message is successfully delivered, received, and understood. In other words, communication is said to be effective when all parties, the sender and receiver, in the communication assign similar meaning to the message and listen carefully to what has been said and make the sender feel heard and understood.
Effective communication includes not just the way you use the word, but also covers several other skills such as non-verbal communication, ability to understand your own emotion as well as of the other person with whom you are communicating. There are different forms of communication. We have verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, and visual communication.
Achieving effective communication in business. In business, communication is effective in the information if the information is shared among the employees and contributes towards the success of the organization. So, effective communication in an organization, it helps to deepen the interaction and also contribute to the success of the organization, and it also helps to improve the teamwork and decision making and problem solving capacity in an organization.
The benefit of effective communication in business. It helps in creating better relationships. Relationships built on the solid ground of effective communication tend to be stronger and can also help participants in finding opportunities for personal growth. It also helps in strengthening team and building trust among team members. In order for a team to work together effectively, they need to trust each other, and effective communication is the key to this, as it helps them to be able to be closer to each other and then trust each other, which strengthens the team. Then effective communication also helps in problem solving. Communication is one of the most important parts of solving and preventing problems. You should make sure all your staffs are heard, and everyone involved should have a chance to speak and come to a solution that everyone agrees to and resolve the problem. It also helps in increasing productivity. Ensuring that information is effectively communicated to employees helps the employees to be able to accurately perform their duties, which in turn increases productivity.
The basic rules of effective communication. For effective communication to take place, you must follow the 7 C's of communication. Number 1 is clarity, which means to be clear, expressing your goals, the objectives of your message in a very straightforward way. Number 2 is conciseness, which means to be concise. That means you avoid filler words and you make sure each sentence is informative and to the point. Number 3 is concreteness, which means to be concrete. If necessary, don't hesitate to provide examples or concrete details. Number 4, correctness, which means to be correct. You think about your audience, who they are, what they know, and will they understand your message. Number 5, coherence, which means to be coherent. Make use of logical connectors and structure your ideas. Number 6, completeness. You must be complete when trying to make an effective communication. You don't overlook any crucial information, the venue, the call to action, and deadline. Number 7, which is the last one, cautiousness, which means to be cautious. You remain warm, friendly, and avoid pointed tones and rudeness.
Principles of achieving effective communication. To achieve effective communication, communication specialists advise the following principles. 1. Choice of words. You have to know the kind of words you are going to say to the audience. 2. Clarity of purpose. You don't have to make the word ambiguous to make them understand it. 3. listening intelligently. You make sure your audience are listening to you and they understand what you're saying. 4. Selection of suitable media. You pick how you want to communicate to your audience, either verbal, non-verbal, written, or visual. 5. Appropriate timing of communication. You select the perfect time to communicate to your audience. 6. Obtaining feedback to ensure the communication has been effective. You make sure your audience give you feedback, so that's when you're going to know they understand what you have communicated to them.
How to communicate effectively. Establish bond with people. Pay attention to people's body language. See things from other people's point of view. Adjust your communication style to match theirs. Avoid criticizing. Encourage people to talk. Listen, minimize distraction, and attend to other people's body language. Nod your head and give verbal cues to communicate that you are paying attention. Speak with sincerity and conviction. Know what you want to accomplish. Listen at least as much as you talk. Attune what you want to say, how you want to say it. Project confidence. Know what you want to accomplish. Keep it short and simple. Ask for feedback to know if the message is understood.
Some qualities of a good communicator are: 1. Express your own terms and ideas clearly. Be open and listen to other people's feedbacks. Respect attitude and opinions of other people. Give full attention to people and who they are talking to. Encourage other people to talk and ask appropriate questions. Check to make sure you have understood what other people are saying. So the most important part of effective communications are who you are trying to communicate with, what you are communicating, what is the goal of your communication, when to communicate, and how will you communicate the issue.
Yeah, in conclusion, effective communication is essential for personal and professional success and require understanding your audience, using clear and concise message, active listening, non-verbal communication, feedback, and overcoming communication barriers. It means in effective communication, to achieve effective communication, you have to understand your audience, using clear and concise message. You must listen attentively and non-verbal and be ready for feedback and to overcome communication barriers. Closing statement: by implementing these tips, you can improve your communication skills and achieve your goal more effectively. Thank you.